The December 18th release of the new Star Wars movie isn't so far away.
Today, fans of the films found out another date to circle on their calendars. The sequel to The Force Awakens, Star Wars Episode 8, will open May 26, 2017. That's 40 years and a day after the original Star Wars was released.
Here is 9 Your Size Justin Schecker with more on the legendary franchise that's won over diehard fans for nearly 4 decades.
Before the new Star Wars films fly into theaters,
already it's my top property. I can't even imagine what it's going to be once the film comes out.
A fan of the franchise since he saw the original when he was 8 years old in 1977,
It was the most mesmerizing thing I'd ever seen.
Mike Camp is still fascinated by the galaxy far, far away. Almost 4 decades later.
The power of the Force is immeasurable.
Camp now owns the Heroes and Villains comic book store on Broadway.
There was a new Star Wars #1 actually that came out in January, and it was the first time to sell 1 million copies of a comic in almost 20 years.
He says these comics, action figures, and other memorabilia account for about a quarter of his sales in the past 3 months.
Every generation, a new group of fans grow up, and they love it.
How did you become such a big Star Wars fan?
Well, it's the best thing ever, like the laser effects.
Customer 14-year-old Raul Romero is as eager as this 47-year-old fan
You must buy more comic books from me.
to see the latest chapter of the sci-fi saga.
My favorite part about like the preview that I saw was like how the guy had the double blade lightsaber.
There's an expectation that these new films are going to return us back to what we had originally loved, and it's an exciting thing.
The Force will be with you, always.
And we know Justin is going to be there as well, being he's a huge fan. And Disney has confirmed R2-D2 is one of the classic characters who will appear in Episode 7. While fans will wait 18 months between The Force Awakens and the unnamed Episode 8 in May 2017, Disney, though, has announced plans to release the first Star Wars spin-off called Rogue One in December of 2016.